Hey, what's up guys? It's your girl Lala the Boss and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome, and if not, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And today we're going to do a soft glam makeup look. It's a little bit of a cut crease action with a glitter liner. It's rose gold and I'm hoping that you guys are feeling it as much as I am. Thank you for tuning in and let's get into the video. So first things first, I'm going to start with my brows. I already did one eye off camera, as you can see. So what I normally do is brush all my brow hairs up. And I'm going to underline the bottom of my brow first and just staying in place with those brow hairs that I already have. Staying in place, staying in line. Girl, get it together. In place. Where? And the tail of mine is a little sparse, so I'll be trying to draw it how I would like it to be if the hair would actually grow there. But I've always had sparse tails on my brows. Then I brush the top down, and then I'm gonna do the same thing, just outline the shape of the top of my brow using very light strokes. I don't want it to be too harsh, but I do get a little darker as I get towards the end of my brow. That's just me. I know some people don't do that. It just also depends on how prominent your brows are. Mine are not very prominent, especially compared to my skin tone and everything, so I just make sure that I deepen it up to my liking. And don't worry if your brows are a little overdrawn or the tail or something you need to fix. That's why I use concealer. And I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I use LA Girl Pro.conceal. This is the color Fawn. Sometimes I use my NARS. What is this one? My NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Amande, which is the medium dark 3. But today I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I've been using this one for years. It's my favorite drugstore brand. You can find it at the beauty supply store, but I'm pretty sure we all know that by now. And if you don't, it's cool. You probably just joined in the makeup gang, and I'm here for it. Trust me, it took years to get to where I am now, and I still have so much growth. But right now I'm going to go under and conceal my brow. Just carve out the exact shape. Now I start from the middle of my brow to the end first, and then I carve out the front, just because I like to make sure I'm getting that shape that I want throughout. And I can tell what my brow is going to look like based off of my tail. So I like to start there, that way I know where I'm going, and then I drag forward from the middle. This way I'm keeping the shape that I already created with the outer part of my brow. And what I do is just drag some concealer down, because I'm gonna blend it out, and I don't like any harsh lines from, I like the little halo where I look like, I don't know, to each its own. I just don't like my brows looking like that. It'll blend out in the end, so don't even worry about it. And then I also conceal the top of my brow, but when I conceal the top of my brow, I turn my brush to the side. This one, I know it's a little chopped, but anyway, I turn the brush to the side and I carve out my brow using the side of the brush rather than the rounded edge. I like this brush with the rounded edge because that helps me get into my arch in my brow better. I wish I knew what brush this was. I just know it's a Morphe brush. It doesn't even have a number on it. Again, I usually start maybe mid or 3/4 of the way with my brow, and I like to carve out the end first. Feel like the tail tells the tale. That's why I'm always going for the ending first. This way the rest of my brow falls into place. I use my, what is this, Real Technique setting brush to blend out my concealer. I also use the same brush to apply powders, but I have a second one for that. So one is for my concealer and one is for my powder. I'm just gonna pat into your skin. You just gotta keep blending until it melts into your skin. Now I'm gonna go in with the P. Louise base. This is the Rumor 05. I'm just gonna use that to prime my lid. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with, what is this? The Nubian 3 Coral palette from Juvia's Place. Ooh, that's a nice glare. Wow, you can't even pick it up. Oh, okay. But I'm gonna go in with this brown shade right here. I'm gonna use that as my first shade, and I start to pat it a little bit into my crease and just slightly over because I'm going to blend it out, but I want to build up some color first. I like to buff it in with small circular motions. I had to use 2 different palettes for this one because I could not get my life together at all trying to figure out which shades I wanted to use. Let me tell you, I went through a lot, but it's all good. What brush was this? Again, another Morphe brush with no indication. Oh well, I wish I could figure it out, but this one has nothing on it. I think I've kind of worked it all off because it doesn't even say that it's Morphe, but I know I got it from Morphe. The next shade I'm gonna go in with, I have the, what is this? The Morphe 15D. It's called the Day Slayer. Wow, and 2 of my shadows just came out because I dropped this because I'm clumsy as ever. And Lord have mercy, help me. I'm going in with the shade, don't mind my palette, I've been dabbling in this, Mauve, yep, to deepen up my crease area. So I'm going to go below that shade that I just applied and deepen up my crease because we're obviously cutting our crease today, and I like to have a nice defined crease area to carve into. Okay, now we are ready to cut our crease. To cut our crease, I'm going to use the P. Louise Rumor 0. And another Morphe brush with no name, y'all. I am so sorry, but it already has product on it. But it looks like this. It's flat. Let's see. Let me pick it up. Almost looks like the brush I used to carve out my brows, except it's larger. I like to have a larger brush so that we can cover more surface. Okay. Clearly there was some air in there. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is create the little, it's hard for you to see, but the gradient effect I have going on. I went from like a lighter mauve color up back to the dark color. So while editing my video, I realized that I did not set my base with translucent powder when I was recording, but I went ahead and did it after the video. So if you see that my lid that I did previously was creasing, it's just due to the fact that I did not get a chance to set it. I completely forgot, but I did it after the video, so creasing was not an issue. So I use from the 15D palette, the Morphe 15D palette, I used the color Natural up here. And all I did was lightly apply some of that to my lid on a diagonal. Next I'm gonna go in with the lighter color that I use as my transition shade in my brow bone area, that chocolate color again. From the Juvia's Place Nubia 3 Coral palette. I'm just gonna apply it to my lid, the outer corner. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with the darker shade and continue to just blur it all together. Okay, now that we're done with that, on to the glitter. So originally when I did it on this eye, I used a black liner to try to see if it was going to make it pop more, but I also went inside and did more on my inner corner of my eye without any liner, and as you can see, there's not much of a difference of how the glitter appears. So I am not even going to go through all of that. Actually I am, because it's going to help me with this wing shape. Now what I'm gonna do is take some tape, because this got messy the first time and I'd rather try to eliminate some of this mess. So we're going to apply some tape to try to apply this glitter liner. Now all I did was take the same brush, wipe it off, and I'm going to use that when I apply my glitter. Get some of my clear lash glue. I use Duo lash glue. It's my favorite glue. The brush applicator. And I'm just going to go right over everything I just did in the black. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lash off camera and come back. Okay, and I'm back. Both lashes applied, and now we're gonna get into our face. First, I'm gonna apply the Angel Veil primer from NYX. Okay, there was some air in there. Okay, and now I've started a different, what is it called, foundation skin routine. I got it from Taylor Made Jane yet again. She's really bomb. You guys check her. You guys should go check her out. I'm getting tongue tied. It's been a long day. I'm tired. But I'm gonna try something different. Sis, her face is always snatched and beat to the gods. Like, she slays. If you guys don't follow her, you should go check her out. I'm just gonna take my LA Girl Pro Concealer, put it under my eye. And since I have this brush, I'm gonna try to nicely carve out that wing liner. That way I don't run into any problems when I'm trying to blend this all out. Now to each his own, like some people do their foundation first and it works for them. I used to do my foundation first, but when I saw her do this, I decided to give it a try and I absolutely fell in love with this method. So I stuck with it. And basically the method is you highlight, contour, and you'll still be applying foundation, but you're putting your foundation in all the spots that you basically did not highlight or contour, and it'll all blend together seamlessly in the end. Next thing I have to do is take my hair down.